Hi everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're joining. Today I'll be referring to my notes, my very recent channeling about CERN, and Archangel Michael is my guide if you're new to my channel. Well, he's the guide that presented this information for everyone's understanding, although there are many guides that have continued to come to me in all manners. So anyway, I appreciate you joining, and I'd like to get going with what the Archangel said. I asked him, what do we need to understand about the turning on of the device, the CERN device, or in CERN, Switzerland? And he said, there is nothing to fear but fear itself, friends. Do your best to avoid lowering your vibration this day and beyond. Avoid negativity, avoid scenes of violence, avoid alcohol and drugs, including tobacco. Use Mother Earth's supreme power to heal any lower feelings of unworthiness and hopelessness or anxiety. She alone holds the key to progressing through the speed bump. This is how we view it in my realm. It may be a rather large speed bump, but it is passable and manageable. Then I asked, what will happen when it's activated? And it's probably already occurred since it's 1 o'clock here in Missouri. He said, this is largely an unseen spiritual battle which continues of light versus dark. When the CERN accelerator is turned on full power, it will do several things. Several things in an instant. It was designed by those in the dark world to keep mankind from ascending long, long ago. No one knows this more than I. I have been involved in its dismantling, as have many light council beings. Because of our concerted efforts, the full power of the device to open portals to dark galaxies will not occur. However, it does not take a doorway to open for dark entities from any dimension to transport to Earth. It takes only a crack. It is not meant to destroy anyone's hope, this statement that I've made. Therefore, you may wonder how I interpret this crack in the days and weeks, Earth weeks, measured by your Earth calendars. There will likely be more reports of violence, more destruction of properties, more unrest. Souls who are the most sensitive will feel this crack of darkness. To those souls of whom I am speaking, you may feel extra lethargic, feel angry for no reason, withdraw, feel chaotic at times. Even souls who are not so sensitive to frequencies may erupt in brief moments when this has never been your pattern before. Still others may feel a sickening feeling in their sacral chakras. I have suggestions to transmute these disabling effects. He went on to say, water, water, and more fresh water, my friends, for at least 30 days. Do your best to be consistent with this and first bless the water with the holy mantra, I am a sovereign being. I am loved beyond measure. In addition, wearing an amulet will appeal to some, especially in response to the CERN device. Protections of oneself is also advised, but this is nothing new or extraordinary until your world is one world of love. What type of amulet, you ask? Recommendations, Michael said, are silver, gold, copper, ruby, diamond, onyx, in any combination. Those of you who are familiar with star codes, a form of light language originating from light sources, you may wish to use the following codes in the following manners. And in the description below, I'll link to some of the other uploads that talk about star codes, so if they're completely new to you, you'll have some additional support. In this case, he gave me 3. And they're all either colors, numbers, or letters. And real quickly, star codes are a form of light language that Michael says every man, woman, and child can use, and it is becoming, the way in the time we're living in. So the first code, you can write this out. He said, speaking them out loud and making the intention that trillions of particles form a heart symbol is my guidance. So let's go over the three codes: silver, copper, zinc, zirconium, the color blue, the letter Y, the letter L like lion, T like Tom, E like egg, and the number 5. The next code, and I'll put the codes in the description: TTTKY 9, F purple 76541, and finally 55 space 95 space FK78. You may repeat the codes. Usually use only one code if it speaks to you more than the others, or use them all. Arm yourselves with these weapons. Carry them in a sheath of white light along with a silver sword. Then I asked Michael, is there anything else you wish us to know about this at this time? And he replied, gather your thoughts about love. Gather your thoughts about joy. Gather your thoughts about prosperity in all of its forms. Gather your thoughts about every man, woman, and child being equal. Gather your thoughts about disarming evil. Gather your thoughts about rising above. Gather your thoughts about being of service. And lastly, gather your thoughts about hope and trust. Thanks for listening, joining in, and if you like my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. The next upload will be inviting you to join Archangel Michael's Light Army. Bye now.